I don't know if the camera is the right way. It's not. I don't think people want to see my feet. Anyway, guys, I stopped by to tell y'all God is good. I know y'all already know it, but I just thought I would remind some of you how good God is. So I want to keep you posted because I love giving testimonies about my life and how good God is to me. And so, first of all, it is a privilege and an honor to be able to go live. Like, y'all don't know what I've been through in the last few days. And so, I'm going to update you guys. And I'm going to share some stuff on here. And then I may or may not save this post. So those of you that are joining me, just hang tight. I'm getting ready to share what has gone on with me in the last week. And my mom is in the back seat chilling with me. First, I would like to thank God because I had to hurry up and have this surgery because the doctors thought that I would. Hello, Felicia. Hey, Lynn, love you too. Hey, look, Anne-Marie, I started to call you because I heard that God has been good to you also. But I'm going to call you because I realized prayer changes things. Anyway, I had to go to the emergency room 2 Sundays ago because there was this huge pain in my side. And they did a few x-rays or whatever and came back saying they didn't see anything. And then my husband, just out the blue, said that, hey, Sonia. My husband out the blue told the doctor, he said, well, she has a fibroid. And he was like, oh, no, fibroids. They're not going to do that and cause that type of pain. And my husband said, well, this is kind of big. And the emergency doctor was like, yeah, but what she's describing to us is not. So then he decided to just put his hands on my stomach. And his first response was, oh my goodness, that's big. That's really big. And so I went to go see the doctor on that Monday. And they started saying, we need to get this thing removed. We don't actually know what it's feeding off of, but it has gone from a grapefruit size to at that time they didn't know how many pounds, but they said that it was half of a pregnancy, so half of the size of a baby. And it had started pressing on my nerves and moving like a baby and causing pain. It would sit on my bladder and, cause me to have problems. Not, going to the bathroom. It would lay up against my intestines and cause shortness of breath. And it just was doing all kinds of stuff. We later found out that it was 3.3 pounds. And so a lot of people was like, well, I had to have a hysterectomy. That's nothing. That's normal. Blah, blah, blah. You know how we do. We don't do good when it's time for people to, go in, have surgery or whatever. We tell them all the stupid and dumb stuff, like a lot of people do. And I'm a witness that a lot of people tell like some dumb stuff. When people are getting ready to go in. And so I started having a lot of people send me messages, no big deal, don't you worry about it. Well, I wasn't worried about it because God has me covered. But what I was concerned about was, how, because they wanted to schedule the surgery for that Wednesday, and it was already Monday. And I just said, could y'all please just give me a little time to get myself together and get things in order. Let my mom, people, that care about me know. Sorry about that. People are sending me text messages. Sorry. Anyway, if I should go home to be with the Lord, I wanted things to be ready. And see, a lot of us don't like to talk about this, but I didn't come here to stay. I'm just traveling through. And so because I'm just traveling through, I wanted to make sure that I do things or get things ready just in case, because I don't know when the Lord is going to call my name. I just need to be ready, you know. So anyway, fast forward, tickets were high. Airplane tickets were extremely high, but I wanted my mom to be able to come. Hey Faye, I love you. I wanted my mom to be able to come here and be with me. She's endured a lot. You know, didn't know what the outcome stuff was going to be, but again, I trust God, and so I just kind of was just wanting things to get better, anyway, or get them in order. Huh? Why are you at the house? I'm just sitting and I'm doing a live video here testifying about God's goodness. I'm gonna interrupt your videos. Okay, but I'm gonna talk to you in a minute. Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing anything. Okay. For those of you that are concerned that I'm out of the house, I just need to breathe God's fresh air. I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting. I'm still in the same seat that I got in a few minutes ago. I'm not going to break any rules. I don't like to repeat pain. I'm not foolish. And I'm not going to be hanging out long. Hey, Joni. I miss y'all too. So anyway, like I was saying, the fibroid was 3.3 pounds. Needed to get it removed because it was doing really crazy things. Like I called it some kind of crazy baby. I don't know what kind of baby, but anyway. So we were praying so my mom could get here. She ended up having to come by Greyhound because we couldn't figure out how to get the tickets. The flights were too high. But we thank God because God always makes a way. And my mom is an angel, so she making friends all on Greyhound. She made some new children, got some new family members. She always do that, but that's just Diane. My husband was trying to make arrangements because he wanted to make sure that he could take care of me because they said this process was going to be as if I had a baby. Well, when I went back in, it was like, oh, this is a little bit bigger than what we expected. So we're going to have to make a decision, not just in the area that we were thinking. We're going to have to make it larger. And so we had to go above your navel and all that stuff. And so that makes your healing longer or whatever the case may be. Then God fixed it to where I not only ended up with one doctor, it ended up with 3 because they had never had such a case like this, where they had to remove this big old thing and try to get it out. And they had only, the ones that I dealt with had only dealt with tennis ball size or grapefruit size, or just you having like several smaller ones. So they were concerned that it's too close to your bladder. We don't want to affect that. We don't want to affect this. You know, this thing's big. And I said, God, you allowed it, so you're going to make a way. You're going to make provisions for these people to do this. So like I said, I had 3 doctors come in. They all start putting in their expertise and thinking of the best way to remove this. Then on top of that, my blood pressure was extremely high. It was 186, 101 on the first day that we started the process. Then they said, well, let's try to get it down. Well, it didn't go down but a little bit, very little. It went to 170, 170, I think, and then the bottom number was still 101, 102, something like that. And then the anesthesiologist was like, no ma'am, we're not signing off on no surgery with a blood pressure this high. You know, just trying to figure out ways to keep Princess here. And I kept saying, it's okay, whatever God has for me. If it is his will that I come back. If it is not his will, I'm going to heaven. Like, I really feel like I'm going to heaven. And, you know, it's whatever. If it's time, if it's not time. So anyway, God brought that blood pressure down in an unbelievable way. It went down within a couple of hours to 130 something. The bottom number was 88. And then the next thing was she's anemic. So we got to make sure that we have blood for transfusion. And this part makes me cry because God is so awesome. The doctor explained that while they were in surgery, they had did a blood testing, make sure they have my blood ready. The blood that I would need for transfusion. You see somebody making noise out here. They doing too much. Okay, they don't stop. So they got the blood ready for the transfusion because my blood was low. God brought that blood from a very low number. Like they needed it to be up higher. It was like 5, and then God brought it up to 10. And I'm live right now. I'm talking to him. Okay. He brought it up to 10, and they were so excited about that. But even in the surgery, they was concerned that I would need blood transfusion, so they wanted to make sure that they had the blood that I needed. Well, my main doctor said that in the surgery, during the surgery, when I lost the first liter of blood, that it replenished itself. Now, if y'all don't know who God is, y'all better get to know him. Because as the blood was trying to leave out, God was rushing it back in. And that's how awesome God is. If it's not our time to go, we're not going anywhere. If God is not calling our name, there is no roll call other than God's roll call. And so, as they started talking about the transfusion, they said, well, look like we don't need it right now because it goes down, but it's coming right back up. So that's God's blood. And I just want to encourage somebody that everything that the doctor said, try to prepare for, with their expertise, God was ready with the backup plan, with the main plan. When I say backup plan, meaning man had one thing and then God already had. So God had the main plan. And I just want y'all to know that when it's time for you to go take care of yourself, when it's time for you to look after yourself or whatever, don't be afraid. Whatever the doctors say, they can only tell you based on their level of expertise. But God has the final say. Because again, my blood pressure was high. It went down. It started going down so to where the anesthesiologist was like, y'all, we can go forward now. Like she signed off on it. And then even with that, she was trying to figure out what to put me to sleep with. Because they wanted to make sure it doesn't take a long time to wake up. And my mom and my aunts and all of them, we have a problem with medicine. So sometimes we take it and it does more to us, like we may sleep longer and all that. But I don't remember coming out of the surgery. I don't remember like the time between like my recovery time. They said I was back there 5 and something hours, which was only supposed to be a 2.5, 3 hour surgery. But it doesn't matter. However long I needed to stay asleep, the Holy Spirit kept me asleep. My blood pressure stayed down. The blood started replenishing itself. The doctors were in awe of the size of the thing. You know, it's just amazing. And I didn't want to keep y'all here long. I was just trying to figure out how to tell you, not leave out anything. See you later, Anne-Marie. Thank you for listening. You just gotta just trust God and stuff. You don't have no power no way. Y'all know how I do it. Truth is, sir, you don't have no power no way. You really can't control much of nothing. All you can do is, what somebody's telling you to the best of your knowledge when you're sick or whatever. But, yes, Aunt Jean, prayer. And when I go to God, I don't go to God playing games. I don't have time to play games. You got to live the life. You got to know where you stand with God, because you don't have to have surgery to die. You could die just walking to your car, walking. Like, God can call your name at any time. But I just wanted to make sure that I had my stuff in order. Wanted to make sure I was being obedient to God. And so today I'm able to do a live video. It's a week it's been a week and a couple of days into my surgery, or after my surgery, and I'm alive and well. My blood pressure is staying down, and I'm gonna be obedient. I'm not gonna let all of that happen. Now, this is a word for somebody that's listening. I'm not gonna let all of that happen. Then I sit up here and be disobedient. So I don't want y'all to be concerned. I did jump in the car, but I was not told by the doctors that I could not ride anywhere. I just can't do nothing. And so I'm just going to ride with my husband because I just want to look in his face, because I thank God that I can see him. I thank God that I can see my beautiful mother that God allowed to come here safely. No harm and danger came to her. Been praying for her because the enemy has been trying to attack her since she's been here to take care of me. So y'all keep praying for that. But I know God is a healer. I know that he is a savior. And the reason why I know that is because she taught me that. She taught me how to trust and lean on God. She taught me how that when all else fails, God has a better plan. And that if he says no, that there's a yes. And his yes is going to be better. So y'all take care of yourself today. For those of you that will be looking for me at church, I won't be there. Not tomorrow. I don't know when I'll be. I'm not released on doctor's orders or whatever till October. But I will be spending time with the Lord. I will be praising him. I will be worshiping him. I ain't gonna be no backslider. Y'all ain't got to worry about that. Y'all ain't got to pray for that. Just pray for clear healing. It ain't got to be speedy or nothing like that, because I want it to be in God's time. So I love y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. And keep God first. Make him first in your life. You want some things to change, put him first. Put him first. You know what I'm saying? First in everything. And y'all take care. He's working. His power works.